Say cheese, Wildcats. It's picture day here at West Lane. It's a Monday here at West Lane. Getting our pictures done through English class. Do want to let you know, um, and this is some of you have already asked me about this. The new pictures are for the yearbook and for next year's ID. They're not for this year's ID. We've already gotten this year's ID out of the way. But some of you are like, I want an ID with my new picture, and then you cover it up, whatever. You can get a new ID once. If you wait about 2 weeks and I want a new ID with my new picture, you can bring in $3 and get a new ID with your new picture. Okay, Ms. Anderson can print one off for you. Not an issue. So that's how that'll work. Also, with your IDs, I need to make sure your first and last name and your barcode are uncovered at all times on your ID. We've not made a big deal about covering up your picture. However, everything else needs to be uncovered. So if you check your ID and it's not, make it so. At the end of today's announcements, okay? At the end, after I do the Cada Wildcat, Cada Dia Mejora, and every Wildcat every day gets better, we've got a surprise. So for those of you that were here 2 years ago, you'll remember it. So that 8th grade, remember it. A lot of teachers will remember it. Possibly something dealing with the 13th caller, possibly something with some music. Not quite certain, but I think you'll be excited. And you can't call in early because I'm going to have the time on here of when I came on and when that would have come on the announcements for you to start calling me. Like if you call me at like 9:31, I know what it is. I'm going to be like, no, you don't count because there's no way you could have watched all the other awesome announcements that I had before that. And so, I don't know. So you got to be thinking. Also, too, we have drawn Mr. Pitcock and or tic-tac-toe, or I call it pit-tac-toe. But some of you, though, like, why are you bad-mouthing Purdue? Because, I may not even pick up your phone call today if you're calling at the end of the announcements. So, boy, I don't know about that. But we got a winner, and they have some treats coming their way as well. It just did a good job of either drawing on me or tracing me. It was pretty cool. Some of the pictures we've got here. So let's get two announcements. Here we go. All right, today is August the 26th, Monday. It is 2024. These are your morning announcements. The mission of West Lane Middle School is to reveal the genius of each Wildcat through a culture of joy, respect, and excellence. We believe every person deserves to be seen, affirmed, and to grow. All right, let's make sure we are Wildcat ready, everyone. Our lanyards and our IDs are around our necks. Binders, agenda books, and writing utensils are with us. Hats, sunglasses, and hoods are off. Backpacks and purses are in our lockers. AirPods and phones in our lockers, and blankets stay at home. All right, today's a blue day with advisory, which means we have advisory, block 1, block 2, block 3, and lunch, block 4, and 5. Robotics Club tryouts. Do you enjoy building things? Have you ever considered building a robot? What if you could work with a team to design, build, and code your own robot to compete against other schools? Come to Robotics Club tryouts after school on Tuesday, August 27th. That is tomorrow. Meet in the cafeteria no later than 4:30, and Mr. Doss will pick you up from there as he is the robotics coach. All right, library is open. You might to get a library pass, you have to have an ID, one student per pass, and ask your teacher at an appropriate time. West Lane Galapagos Island Trip 2026. If you are interested in going with us, please come to the call-out meeting on Tuesday, September 3rd at 6:30 p.m. in the cafeteria. We will cover the itinerary, costs, and benefits. Hope to see you there. If you have any questions, you can either have your parents email Miss Monroe or talk to her down in B107 about the trip. All right, student council this Thursday. The initial call-out is in Mr. Melrose's room till 6 o'clock. The following meeting are the dates of the meeting are the August 29th. Maybe additional meetings are changed later in the year, but you can ride the late bus home. As long as you have your ID, just make sure if you want to stay after Mr. Melrose. Go to the cafeteria, and then Mr. Melrose will pick you up on Thursday. All right, 7th grade EU camping trip. Forms are due by September the 20th. All forms and money are due to the bookstore and Miss Richmond. If you want to go rock climbing, shoot targets, an archery station, catch fish off the dock in a beautiful lake, it is happening October 2nd through the 4th. Please help join us. All right, West Lane Athletics. Last week was a busy week. We had all kind of stuff going on, but the girls and boys swept a triangular meet Wednesday against visiting New Augusta and Guyan Creek. Noah Rogers won the boys race. Austin Wheeler was second. Henry Coves was fourth, and Jeremiah Barnes was seventh. The girls race, Stella Andrews placed second. Shafa Dowdy was third. Larkin Phillips was 4th, Emma Bell was 5th, and Annika Schmoll was 7th. Great job cross country, and all the other sports as well did a great job last week. Gonna be a hot one this week though. Here we go today for lunch is spicy chicken tenders and bread, pizza, chipotle, turkey wrap, yogurt parfait, and green beans. And also for breakfast tomorrow, we have mini pancakes, muffin or cereal, juice, and applesauce. Let's make sure we're cleaning up Westland, continuing to do that in the cafeteria. Although the floor is messy, I think that might be a function of doing slushies last week, but we make sure we keep our cafeteria clean. On Friday, we make sure everything's thrown away. That is the deal. Everything is thrown away. All right, so I'm calling this Pit-Tac-Toe. So these are a couple of rooms. I think Teacher Salmon. This right here is Mr. Feedback. So Mr. Feedback, I know Mr. Feedback not here today, but I'm not answering your phone calls whenever this is up. I do like this. This is, so this started off too. So I know that Mr. New Rider and I think Mr. Isaac's class was drawing cool things on me. And so then I was like, oh, okay, so who others doing this? And people are doing this. So this is, the bottom one is Miss Barry's class. However, our winner for last week, or we won't do this every week, but our winners, if you want to send me these pictures, teachers, the winner, and this is really a Maura Williams is doing, but Mr. Bokenkamp's advisory put me in, I guess, my Post Malone era. I like the fact that I have way more hair here. I'm not certain about the tattoos. I'm not a big Post Malone fan. However, I do like the presence of more hair. As you can see, she traced me during an announcement and then added some things. This is mostly a Maura Williams, but all of Mr. Bokenkamp's advisory did it. So Mr. Amora can come on down and grab some treats for her class. Very nice. I think this is like the hair. Like I like the fact that I now have a hairline, a 4-head and not a 5-head like I normally do. Because look at all she had to cover up. You're gonna run out of ink. You keep covering up as much as my forehead goes back. But nice job. This is calling a Pit-Tac-Toe, I guess. All right, don't forget about our binders. You need to have a good 3-ring binder, 2 inches minimum. Label a tab divider for each subject, which is what we're doing right now. Actually, you can look at them. Zipper pouch to store supplies. Got a couple people last week tell me I had perfect binders, and then even a couple of 6th grade teachers sent me their pictures of their binders and said they're perfect. And you can't just write perfect binder on the outside and mean to go, oh, that's a perfect binder. I gotta look at it. 2 or more writing utensils, a zipper pouch to store supplies, notebook paper, Cornell note paper, handouts and classworks behind each divider, and an agenda book. Have to do that. All right. Make sure here at Westland we keep our hands to each other, off each other. We know shadow boxing, although I've seen that very little, but some people will try it if you don't say something about it. On the cafeteria, sit at your correct tables and facing the center. Stay in your seat and have your ID in the cafeteria. And then when you're leaving, make sure you're staying in your seat until your grade level's called. You guys are doing a great job on that one. Then walk back to your class. If you're returning from lunch, make sure everyone is doing their part. I will say everybody's doing their part. And really keeping clean tables. I think we had 1 or 2 things left on the tables last week. Thank you for that on that thing. Pass protocol. Each student gets an average of 1 pass per week and no passes in the first 20 minutes or last 20 minutes of class. Teachers can only write 2 to 3 passes per class, and a teacher can also say no. Okay, and so pass protocol as well. All restroom passes out of class are 5 minutes or less, and the bell does not dismiss you from class. Your teacher does. Breakfast students, make sure you're getting directly off the bus to get the cafetorium, and you're sitting at the tables we're asking you to sit. We sit you at specific tables in order to release you with or without a pass, so that makes sure you just follow along with what we're doing there. That makes it much easier. All food should be eaten in the cafetorium. No food should be eaten outside the cafetorium. And students, your IDs also must be around your neck for you to receive a hall pass and to check out library books. And all cell phones are in your locker between 9:25 and 4:25. They'll be taken if they're seen or heard. And don't forget our motto, Cada Wildcat, Cada Dia Mejora, which means every Wildcat every day gets better. And now, oh, you heard the speaker. Come on. Oh, it's back. It's back. Everybody asked, why is it not here anymore? Look at me. I'm back up on the screen, too. Movie and TV Music Monday. What show or movie is this from? 13th caller. Now, listen, most of these are pretty easy, but it's about to be in the 13th caller. And whether or not you badmouth Purdue on the Pit-Tac-Toe or whatever we're doing to see if you're, if I'm going to answer your phone call, right? So that's something right there. But what movie or TV show is this song from? Here we go.
It's Maui breathing in. I know it's a lot, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod.
What can I say except you're welcome? Where's this from? 13th caller right here. Gets a treat for their class. Some of y'all know what it is. All right, let's have a fantastic Monday, everybody.